I just wanted to do a walkthrough with you guys using Market Cipher, and it's really going to be very communicative. I mean, I do. I'm taking a backtrack on the previous videos and how people responded. Even though I don't get comments yet, I can see from the views, and I do realize that most people are new to trading, and they want to understand what's going on right now. So it's like today's video. Let's do a walkthrough. Let's. I mean, it's not easy for new beginners, but with time, you will probably appreciate why I think Market Cipher is the best trading script out there. So I just wanted to highlight certain, let's say, I wouldn't say key elements, but they are very essential part of trading. And I wanted us to do a walkthrough using certain influential oscillators. So basically, today's video, let's first of all take a critical look at what I call the money flow and my momentum. These are what we call the oscillators. They are waves, and they move in accordance with time. I don't want to bore you guys with like words like they move in accordance with time, blah blah blah. I just wanted to highlight certain common sense or certain common logical visual representation of market cipher in a very simple way. So let me first of all highlight what happened with this within this region. Let's see how price responded to our oscillators. So let's see what happened here. So this is my liquid, right? This is my money flow, and you can realize that we had a liquid in our asset, Bitcoin. This is the positive territories, and this is the negative territory. When I say this is the positive territory, it means this is the buying side, and this is also the selling side. You understand? So what happened here was we had so much money or so much liquid in the asset. So what happened to price? Price was moving upwards. But again, you could realize that we also had momentum, which is another influential oscillator, also in the positive. Look here, look here. It was in the positive. It was in the positive. It was in the positive, positive, positive. But again, it came into the negatives for a while, then it came back into the positives. It came back into the positive, but still we had money in it. So look at what price. So it's like if you have two or more influential oscillators in the positive territories, I mean price evidently goes up. The same way if you have the two influential oscillators in the negative, price will obviously go down. So let's see what happened here. Sorry, let me remove my vertical line. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's see how price reacted to our oscillators. You can realize that the same momentum that I was talking about is in the negative right now. Is in the negative, is in the negative, is in the negative, is in the negative. And money also is in the negative. Look at here, money is also in the negative. Let's see price. You see price fell drastically. Let's see price, it fell drastically. Why? Because liquid was exiting the asset. In other words, this is the negative territories. People were selling their Bitcoin. People who were holding Bitcoin were selling it. So price is literally falling down. But if you are new to trading, you might think that price was falling based on just because that you saw this one, these signs or these road signs. I call them road signs. Just because you saw a black diamond, in your rational thinking, you might think that was the main determinant of the direction of price. No, price is the direction of price again is influenced by so many factors, and these are just road signs. What you see are just road signs. Let me move the drawings in. What you see here, these ones are just road signs. They really don't have much impact on the very direction of price. This one is not a, let's say, a substantial determinant of the direction of price. These are just fragments. These are just fragments of data. What literally affects the direction of price, when I say direction, I mean downtrend, is your liquid, which is your money, and your momentum wave. These literally determine overall the very direction of an asset. So if I want to trade, I have to first of all look at what time frame that I am in. If I'm on a 4 hour time frame, let's say I'm on a 4 hour time frame, let's go to the 3 hour time frame and see something. In the 3 hour time frame, you could realize we are still bearish because we still have much of our oscillators, influential oscillators. Our liquid is still in a negative. It's still in a negative. In other words, money is exiting the asset and momentum is still struggling. So this is the best time to sell, and that's why Bitcoin has been falling. So it's like you can do a back test of market cipher and pair it in accordance with your price, how your price reacted, and you can realize that, well, let's look at something here. You see how price went up, and see how momentum was also heading towards the upwards. But it wasn't only momentum, we had money flow also in it. We had liquid, so it means we had money in the asset, so price literally went up. So liquidity also determines the direction of price. And let's see what happened. We realized that momentum was also declining. Price was also falling. So is our money flow. Money flow was also falling. Price was also falling. So it's like, then we had another momentum spike up, and price went up, but money was still in the negative territory. So it's like, if I have multiple of my oscillators in the positive, price goes up higher. And so if I have multiple of my oscillators in the negative, price also responds. You see what happened here. Momentum was heading towards the negative. Same was price, also heading towards the negative. Price was dropping. Sorry, price was dropping and money flow was also in the negative. So it's like, every time you want to trade, just look at your influential oscillators and see the direction and trade. But for you to trade, or for you to make your entire trading decisions based on these signs or these signals, is, let's say, as a dangerous it's a dangerous thing to do, to base your entire trading decision just because you saw these signs. No, these are just cautionary algorithms. They are supplementary. It's like your accessory. You can use your iPhone without your Apple Watch, right? So having your Apple Watch doesn't necessarily mean that you can use your iPhone like, so you can use your you can use your Apple Watch the same way you use the iPhone. It's like, Apple Watch might have its function, but your iPhone literally has enough functions. You understand? So that's how I see structure A of market cipher. These are just basically let's say, supplementary or cautionary algorithms. You cannot base your entire trading decisions on. You need to know the overall direction of your price, which I use time frames to literally demonstrate it. And money flow and momentum literally gives you a clearer understanding of the direction of price. So it's like, the more you backtest, the more you realize that price responds heavily based on the very direction of your liquidity and your momentum a lot. And this is just a basic, simple strategy. And I don't know, I'm still trying my very best to make my videos very easy to relate. It's not easy to teach an audience when you're not getting any feedback from them. So I'm trying my very best to make it very simple for everybody to understand. So there's so many videos in the pipeline. I think it's about time I started talking about these indicators as well. These indicators, what they do and what they represent and how they happen. And so I, again, like, it always has to be a very relatable or short video and using relatable words so that new beginners can also appreciate trading. So I don't want to take much of your time. So until then, have a nice time, people. Peace.